Welcome everybody. I'm sitting here with Brett for another Metal Monday. How you doing today, Brett?
Doing good, man. I'm doing better than the markets are doing this morning. So,
Yeah.
but that is what it is.
I mean, we saw this a week ago. Metal Monday copper was off again, and then it kind of recovered.
Yeah.
And today it's off 3-4 cents, and I mean everything's off. You know, nickel's off a little, still above 7. At least it was an hour ago.
Yeah. And
nickel still above 7.
platinum, palladium, we're both down about $30.
Yeah.
I think the only metal that wasn't red, I think, was lead, if I remember right this morning.
Yep, it's up a .001.
Yeah, it was the only one hanging on to the edge of the cliff of Greenville, you know?
But overall, like if you look at a 30-day chart, things are still just kind of, 30 days ago it was a lot worse than it is today.
And I always say, if you don't like volatility, you're in the wrong damn business. Because the way that the commodities move, especially right now, election year, craziness, the way stuff's going, they're talking about more stimulus, which is eventually, I think it's going to happen no matter who gets elected. And when that happens, that dollar is going to get pushed down, and we're going to see a good run in commodities. Just my 2 cents, but I think that from a dollar value standpoint, it's going to come off, and we're going to get a good run.
What's infrastructure bill going to do to the commodities if that ever goes through by whatever side?
I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Maybe have some positive effects on the steel side. I mean, I think that you're on the non-ferrous, that's really controlled by the dollar. I mean, not that the ferrous isn't, but the daily volatility that we get on the precious metals and then your base metals, that's very dollar driven, in my opinion. So the infrastructure is maybe a more longer term play on the steel side. Maybe a little bit on the copper side, a little bit of that, but I don't see that. That's not the real big volatility that we're going to get.
I've got a question for you that I hear come up every once in a while is weather. Like today, it's October 26th over here.
It was cold this morning.
It's cold.
Yeah.
I've always been under the train of thought the weather doesn't affect it too much, but if it gets bad enough and it interrupts some of the ships, is that where you see some of the effects on the markets?
I'm not an expert on the big ship exporting business. Mm-hmm. I just know how it affects our business and our region.
Yeah.
And our markets are more price driven. Like when the pricing is good, as long as there's not a 2 inches or 2 feet of snow on the ground, then your volume should stay relatively decent as long as the economy's moving. Weather isn't there's only really for us, we have two times a year that we get maybe a little bit of effect. When it's July, August, and it's 105 degrees outside, and then when it's December or January, more January than anything, when it's 0 degrees. Because December, we stay fairly busy as people go into the holidays. You're cleaning up or trying to make a little extra money. I don't see that being any different this year. So, but usually that January can be a slow month if the weather's pretty cold and it's pretty froze outside.
Yeah, you can see some dips in your volumes when it hits 0. But if it stays in your 10s to 0s for a week plus, people adapt quickly. They're okay, all right, that second week, it starts to pick right back up.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with the hot weather.
Yeah.
If you get 2-3 weeks
that first hot snap where it's just people sweltering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People almost try to wait it out, and then once they realize shit. Yeah. It's still hot, and I need some money, or my bin's
It's
full.
very much more price-driven than it ever is weather-driven for us.
Yeah. Okay, well, next week we'll be into November. I'm not sure if we'll know. That'll be November 2nd.
Yeah.
So it'll be...
Election day, right? No, Tuesday.
No, the 3rd.
Third, I mean.
The 3rd's election day. So... we'll start to talk about the November ferrous markets. Probably the following week we'll really know where that lands. But
be prepared for some good volatility. I think we're going to get it the next few weeks.
The next few weeks could be some good Metal Mondays for everybody.
It'll be interesting.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.